Hi, my name is Dutra. Welcome to another exciting episode of Drive 360. Coming up on today's episode is a 360 review of this very monster truck, the 2018 Toyota Tacoma, followed by an interview with an automobile genius, Mr. Ali. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. On 360 review today is the 2018 Toyota Tacoma Tro. Actually, this car right here has been upgraded. As you can see, it has a massive ground clearance, which means the suspensions have been changed and replaced with an off-road kind of a suspension. So now, before we get to the interior and talk about other technicalities of this car, there are certain things I want you to know. Now, when a car is lifted way up high like this, it does not get to perform like the standard way it is supposed to perform on the highway. When you are driving this car on the motorway on a very smooth asphalt road, you need to be very careful. It will easily go off the road because of the massive, or I would say the excessive ground clearance that it has than the regular standard one. Okay, now as you can see, this car has a very firm fitted front guard because of its off-road capability. Because of the ground clearance that it has, or the big suspensions that has been fitted on this car, they built all these things together with it so that when you are doing off-roading with these cars, you will not actually damage the front edge of your car. When this front guard will give you assistance when you are off-roading. When you easily slip off and maybe the car is about hitting a tree or a rock, this front guard will prevent your car's front edge from being damaged. It has a very simple fitted headlight that has an LED display in it. As you can see, it's boldly displayed, and you can also see the Toyota badge, which is the ultimate trusted brand for Africa. That is to some people. You have your front grille with massive ventilations over here. You have huge clearance for excessive air for the engine. You know, when you're driving on an off-road, you require a massive amount of torque, which puts a lot of pressure on the engine. So the car needs air to cool down for you to get your car running smoothly. So the 2018 Toyota Tacoma comes with a 3.5 liter V6 petrol engine that powers 278 horsepower at 268 pound-feet of torque and driven by a 5-speed automatic gearbox at 6,000 RPM. This is really nice, which means this car is actually built for off-roading. So when you are driving these cars on the normal road, you really need to take your time in order not to get yourself going off the track. Okay, so Toyota is doing very well in the recent models that they are bringing into the market. All 4 window rollers are automatic. You press them, they go way down. You press them, they go way up. You have your side mirror controls right here. You can adjust your side mirrors also right here. You have your steering, simple steering controls. These controls the infotainment system. You can, this button, you press this button and you activate voice command and control. You can pick up and hang calls right here, lane departure button right here, parking sensor button right here, and this button here interchange the display on your instrumental cluster for you to know where you are. As you can see right now, low on fuel, distance to empty 21 miles. Everything has been calculated and displayed on the instrumental cluster for you. Your fuel gauge is there, your temperature gauge. This is an analog display. Very simple to use and very practical. This is the infotainment system. It's a touch, but hey, you have additional buttons to control. This is the Bluetooth menu where you can see other phones that has been paired to this car. You can go to settings, you can go general settings, you get everything done right here. You press here, you go back, display setting. As a matter of fact, it's very simple to operate. Low quality, low graphic quality but very, very effective. This right here, a very important button when it comes to the Toyota Tacoma. This one is for the auxiliary gear system, where you can increase torque or decrease torque when you are stuck on the road, depending on the terrain in which you need your helping gear to get out. This is your air conditioning switch. As you can see, it is very, very handy, practical, and bold. Everything here is solid by Toyota. You have a single USB port and an auxiliary input right here. Your 12 volts, 120 watt power outlet also right here. Air conditioning ventilations are manually controlled. Very, very simple. You can interchange the direction of which you want the air to blow just with your fingertips. Very, very practical. Very, very easy to use. No need for plenty works around it. This is your glove compartment, or we call it letterbox. Down here you can put your documents. As you can see, the logbook is right here for safety, just in case you come across any police on the road trying to check if you've booked in. You have additional cup holders right here where you can put your drinks or beverages right inside, and they will hold them well. You can put your phone here whilst you drive along. When you get a call, you can see the display over there and choose to pick up or hang up on the call. This is your gear lever. You put it right out reverse. It's engaged the rear parking camera, as you can see on the screen. And when you turn the steer, the parking camera will switch or will change to the direction for additional safety. I will shift it to drive, and you can see I can put it on sport, and when it's on sport I can increase gear or I can decrease gear. I will shift it back to parking because we are stationary. This is your parking brake. That is the manual tab by Toyota. Very effective. If you want to go drifting, this is the button you need, and it will take you there. This is another storage right here. You can put some stuffs in it. You have a spare bulb right here, and there is another power USB slot right here. You might not see it well, but you have a double USB slot right here, so that those seated at the back can also have access to power to their device. This car is very, very simple. We will take it for a drive and see how it performs on the road. But there is something you need to know about this Tacoma. Tacomas and 4Runners are very, very jumpy. Okay, when you're driving a Tacoma or driving a 4Runner, especially ones like these that has been highly lifted off the ground, it's not that stable when you are driving at maybe a speed of 120 going to 140 kilometers per hour. These cars are built for off-road, not for on-road. This is where you can on your interior lighting. As you can see, if you want to activate the door modes, whereby when the doors are opening, the interior lights will come on, you press it to the center, or you can put it back off so that you can switch them on manually over here. To save power, I prefer it being off so that when you need the light yourself, you switch them on or switch them off. And we all know what this is. When you are driving on a slippery road, you engage it, it gives you an assistance of stability on the road. You have an airbag at the right, you have an airbag at the left, you have an airbag on the dashboard, you have an additional airbag on the steering wheel just in case something go wrong. So in all, you have about 4 airbags at the front side of the car. I don't know about the rear side. All right, so you can see me sitting right here. The space at the back is quite small, so bigger people will find it difficult sitting at the back of the Tacoma. It's very, very tight right here. I am not feeling that much of a comfort sitting at the back, but you can see you have some little bit of stuff that will give you a little bit of relaxation. Your cup holders over here, and it's quite okay, but I wouldn't choose this car for the family because the kids at the back will not feel actually comfortable. So I will prefer another option to the Tacoma. But if you just want to go off-roading with a monster truck, the Toyota Tacoma is quite good for off-roading, not for on-roading. As I always say, it will lay you off the road easily. Now let's look at the back, or I'll say the bucket of the Tacoma. As you can see right here is the reverse camera that is fitted and guarded very well by this plastic You can manually lock the trunk and prevent it from opening, but this is open, so you can see it has these very strong wire that is holding the bucket in place. Now, getting into this truck will be quite a difficult thing, but hey, when the needs arise, you will definitely get in. Some of the technical issues or driving tips I will give you when you own one of these nice Toyota Tacomas. One, it is very jumpy. So when you're driving on the highway, you need to be extra careful. When maybe you're trying to drive on a rumble strip or maybe a pothole, drive up across it or drive on it just like that without slowing down. These cars are jumpy, just like the 4Runners. So when you're driving these cars, you need to take extra careful behind the steering wheel. You need to hold your steering wheel very firm. Don't idle behind the steering wheel when you're driving a Toyota 4Runner or a Toyota Tacoma. That is this generation, and I think it cuts across to the previous versions also. They have the same issues. Actually, the Toyota Tacoma is built with off-road capability, so it's mostly preferred that you drive a Toyota Tacoma on and off-road when you're going to the farm, when you're going to do your construction, or when you're going to the ranch. Yes, the Tacoma is good because it can climb every rock, come out of every hole smoothly, especially lifted ones, just like what I'm driving right now. So driving these cars, you need to be extra careful. Now, additional thing is braking system. The Tacoma has braking issues, braking vibrations and all that. As I said earlier on my previous reviews on other Toyota models, braking system. Toyota brakes, man, you can't actually depend on them every time. Welcome to another interesting segment on Drive 360 Drive Interview. My guest today remains the same, Mr. Ali, CEO of A&N Car Care Center. Today we are talking about general automobile servicing regarding the engine and transmission. Mr. Ali, welcome once again. It's good to have you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So how often should we do servicing on our car, and how should we carry out this operation on the car?
Now, first thing, when you go to a garage to buy a car,
Yes.
first thing you have to do, take it directly and change the oil.
Okay.
Directly.
The very first day you buy
Yes,
the
yes,
car.
you buy the car. I'm not talking about the brand new car.
Yes.
I'm talking about
Second-hand
car. Bring it directly, change oil, check your water, your coolant, the brake fluid, the brake pad, the brake disc, everything. You have to check it.
Okay.
After that, when we change oil for you, we give you a sticker.
Okay.
And some of the car now, they are new technology.
Yes.
The car alone will warn you when the date is
Comes
up.
for you to service the car. Yes.
So one important fact you have to know, you choose a good oil to put for your car.
How do you know this is a good oil?
You know, you have very good brand in the market. Castrol, Likimoli, many other brands in the market is good. Because a lot of oil is recycled. And those recycled oil, believe me, they will damage your engine. Because sometimes you see a person purchase a car. He take care very well for his car. It can run up to 300,000 miles and the engine is still good.
Yes.
But somebody buy the same car, maybe it doesn't reach 100,000 miles and the engine is spoiled. One reason is the oil is bad. Maybe he take time to change his oil. Second thing, the way he drive. Sometimes a driver you see is forcing the engine, always pressing the car. This car it will not last. So the oil, one of the important reason to be changing and choose good oil. And second thing, the filter. The filter, buy original filter. If you choose to buy Chinese filter, one day it will squeeze inside. The oil doesn't pass to the pump, to the engine, and your engine will
How
block.
do you know this oil filter and buy it is genuine? Sometimes you wouldn't know. Because some car owners, especially the big men, they are so busy that all they do
Brother,
is
some
they tell drivers to
of the filters, if you buy it, it have serial number, is manufactured in Korea or Japan. Those one they are genuine part. But made in China is very dangerous, and that's why you have to work with one garage. Not every time change. Today at the filling station, tomorrow here, tomorrow here. So deal with one
workshop.
Yes, our workshop here also we give you warranty. When we do something on your car, we have warranty. Even in case something happened to the car, we have comprehensive insurance, we have security, we have camera, we have everything. You are protected. When your car come to us, you can sleep free.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Not like other shops where you
because me, I see before one shop at Usu get bent. Believe me, maybe 20 of the customer car bent.
No insurance.
Nothing. What you hear, only sorry there. I'm telling you.
That is why you need good insurance.
You need insurance. You need even my staff. I do for them insurance. You don't know what will happen. Sometimes somebody can fall. Something can hit them. Now we come to the other transmission oil. That transmission oil you have to change it when the car run about 50,000 kilometers. That time you can replace your transmission oil. About the engine oil, the car will run about 5,000 kilometers. So you can change the.
You made mention of some brands, Liquid Moly and then Castrol. In Ghana, in certain places, it is very hard to get these oil, but we have other engine oils, full synthetic engine oils. Can these oils be used as substitute when we cannot find?
Let me tell you something. When the brand is from Europe, it's good. You can trust it because in Europe, this
the
is
standard.
Yes, the standard. They check everything, the quality before releasing the product. But if it's different, because in Dubai, a lot of recycled oil coming from Dubai. I'm telling you the truth.
And they are dangerous.
When it's from Europe, it's good. You have this. Ravinol, you have brand also like Yuku is a good oil. Castrol a good oil. Likimoli good oil. You have many brands.
But I'm
also about batteries.
Yes, car batteries. Yes.
Me, what I advise you to buy is Boliden or Amaron.
Very expensive batteries.
They are very expensive. They last on the car more than 5 years. Because I buy another brand, sometimes 6 months, 1 year, the thing spoiled. Amaron, Boliden is a good battery. It's expensive, over 1,500, something like that, but it's a good battery.
It's worth
me, I'm telling you, so you pay your money one time.
Not to be paying it every time.
Every
for the
6 months, 1 year.
Problem.
Yes.
And the transmission fluid. We are aware there are so many kind of transmission fluid, that's the gearbox oil. Are there specific brands also for
You
specific
know,
cars?
every transmission. Let me tell you sometimes maybe the technician in the workshop they don't know this automatic oil.
Yes.
It's very easy. We are now when we have a phone.
Yes.
You can go Google it.
Yes.
This car, the model, this, what oil is
Transmission.
recommended to this transmission. You can get everything. Nothing is difficult
Nowadays.
these days. Yes. If you don't know, Google it. Do research. You know.
So which means this boils down to supervision. You don't just go park your car at a mechanic shop, especially these roadside mechanics,
Yes,
and
they
then
can-
tell them to just do
It's true.
service.
They can put for you wrong oil.
Yes.
Believe me.
Yes.
If I want to say, last week we have a client. He brought a car. He buy it from my garage. He bring it. He have problem with his brake system.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, they put in the
Brake fluid.
they put oil, cooking oil. I swear, God, I'm telling you, cooking oil they put there.
Cooking oil. In
Yes,
the
yes,
brake
yes, yes, yes. Sunflower oil. Even we smell everything. We see it. We replace everything. We replace the car oil.
Wow, wow. So you can hear it all. That is why you need to service your car at a certified mechanic center or a certified workshop. Come to A&N and get your car sorted out perfectly with guarantee. Because this is my first time I'm hearing that an automobile service center will service your car for you at a guarantee, which means they really care about you and your car. Come to A&N and you get a good deal right here. Mr. Ali, thank you very much. And
You're welcome.
We'll come to you another time. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yes.
Once again, you are welcome to Auto Tip on Drive 360. I'm your host, Robert. Today on Auto Tip, we are talking about general maintenance on your car. We are talking about the general service you do after you purchase your car. This includes changing of engine oil, changing of filters, and then checking for other additional stuff like your oil condition, your transmission, and then even the brakes. Today, I'm talking about the reasons why you are supposed to do all these things. One, if you want to maintain your engine and keep your engine running for long, value for money, then you have to do this. You need to change your oil at a given time. Every automobile industry and how they do it. Some are over 5,000 miles and some over 10,000 miles. It is best to go with the manufacturer's specifications. Changing of engine oils include changing of filters. It is a filter that filters this dirt so it doesn't go back into the engine or the combustion chamber, which can cause internal wears, can damage your pistons and even your connecting rods. Make sure you always get a certified mechanic to check these things for you. Get the best oil and then pass for your servicing. So when you change these things, it saves you money and then it helps you to prolong your engine. Thank you for watching Auto Tip. Drive safe.